so so painful to see every day, every day, every day. There is no day that people are that soldiers are not killed. And who knows? We have to. We don't ask God enough.
Where's it all heading?
Sorry.
Where's it all going? Where's it all coming? Where's it...
Who knows? Who knows? Must be there is a plan. And the question is, are we trying to do the right things, what God, or there are other kind of considerations? I don't know. That's Alvai that we would have any kind of a message from Hashem. We don't have prophets in the time of a prophecy in the Tanakh. We used to get some messages. Today we don't have. They have only what we can do, what we can learn, is only what we written in our holy scripts, and to try to apply what we can see from there. How can we apply to our life? That's all what we can say. At any rate, let us go back and do whatever we can do tonight. We started the 6th chapter in Pirkei Avot. We started the first Mishnah, and we left it in the middle because it's a lot of points there. The Mishnah is trying to list what is the merits of a person who studied Torah for his own sake, not for any ulterior motives. Pure motive is to learn Torah, and which is called Torah Lishma. And the Mishnah lists certain points. As I think I mentioned to you 2 weeks ago, that we had here, probably heard, a great rabbi, scholar, Chazon Ish. It's called Chazon Ish because he wrote his book on the Shas. Chazon Ish was an unbelievable person, and he left a lot of, he was like being reckoned as being one of generation before. And I remember when he passed away, the people who used to eulogize, they used to apply that this person, the Chazon Ish, was one of these people when the Mishnah speaks, studied Torah for his own sake. And the merits the Mishnah lists were very applicable to this person. So, what does it say? Let's just look again to, I'll read the Mishnah in Rabbi Meir said, whoever occupies himself with the study of Torah for its own sake merits many things, and not only that, but the entire world is worthwhile because of him. What it means here, that the entire world was worthwhile to create the whole world only if it would be for this particular person. And is called a friend, beloved, and who loves Hashem, and one who loves mankind, means other people. So let's break down here. Is a friend. First of all, he said that a person like this, it tries to show how much wisdom the person gets from Hashem, long life and wealth or whatever. I don't think the Chazon Ish was wealthy. I don't think he wanted to be wealthy. I don't think also that he had a special long life. It calls a Rea is like a friend of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, which is like a partner with God in what happened is what happened in things in the world. And he says, they say one of the commentators that I don't know if the Mishnah said there, he calls his wisdom. His wisdom is such that he able to cope with all situation that he's in and to understand the world and to be able, as we see later, to advise and he said that the person like him, he brings that he merits to get a lot of things, even mitzvahs that he could not fulfill because it didn't apply to him, like let's say, there are mitzvahs only for Kohanim, for priests. The person is not a priest, he cannot do it. Or let's say, if a person, there are mitzvahs which applies to agricultural things in Eretz Israel, and if he is not in Eretz Israel, he hasn't got the ability to to fulfill them. Nevertheless, he will get the reward as if he fulfilled it. So I think we stopped on this point that he is a friend, like a friend to Hashem. And when he's a friend, not only to Hashem, he's a friend to people, all people, means a true friend. You can be a friend just, you say hello and so to speak, is not, doesn't really mean anything. But this is talking about is a true friend, and by his connection with the Torah, he can appreciate God, and it does cause Hashem to be happy with him. And he's a person that appreciates everything what happens in the world, every creature or every whatever creation what Hashem created. He looks in short, he looks at things in a very, very positive thing. Everything is positive. And because if he's got such an attitude, he's being appreciated and he befriends with other people and to God. So this, what he says here, is called friend, beloved, one who loves Hashem, one who loves mankind, loves other people, and is being beloved by others. He brings joy to Hashem and joy to mankind. Then talking about the Torah clothes him with humility and reverence and prepares him to be righteous, pious, upright, and faithful. So it first of all, a person that he comes to such a degree, you would expect that he makes himself known and makes himself prominent. He said, no, it actually, the Torah makes him to be humble, and that clothes him with humility. This is Malbishato Anava Vira. Clothes him with humility and fear of Hashem, reverence rather. ומכשירתו להיות צדיק. It qualifies him and prepares him to be righteous. It's מכשירתו, it's like making to be kosher. What is to make kosher? Kosher means to qualify to when you have got something which is not kosher, you kosher it. So the Torah takes away all the negativities or negative things in his personality, and he becomes a model to be righteous. Now, what is a righteous? And what is, here it says righteous and pious. What is the difference between to be righteous and to be pious? Righteous means he does whatever he does need to do, what is commanded to do, what is and avoids to do things which are not allowed to do. This is righteous. But Hasid, pious, we are not talking about what we call today pious Hasidim. Talking about the true pious person means he does more than required. What is called, there is Lefi Adin, according to the law, and there is Lifni Meshurat Adin, going even more than the law requires. This is Hasid. He looks for opportunities to do more. He could just satisfy himself and just doing what I right to do. No. A Hasid goes more to it. But there is an interesting thing which a commentator points out. You can be a Hasid Shoteh. Hasid Shoteh means a stupid Hasid. In other words, you can sometimes, you think you are doing things above or more the law, which is stupid. Like they give an example. Let's say you see a woman in the street lying needs help. Nobody's there to help her. And you don't want to touch a woman because you are a Hasid. This means a stupid Hasid. So there are things that you have to do with the seichel, and this is what he says. Yashar, it has to be balanced according to the values which the Torah prescribes, and ne'eman. And what is ne'eman? And faithful. Faithful means, I would say, Yashar means straight, as we spoke about it, and Ne'eman, Yashar is upright. We spoke about upright, and faithful means, here, in my understanding, that he is stable. Ne'eman is trustworthy. You can trust him that he doesn't change, doesn't act in the certain times. He has got a stability in whatever he lives and how he behaves. Then the Mishnah continues, merachto min hachet, and it puts him far from sin and brings him near to virtue. Of course, everybody has got a Yetzer Hara. All of us, when Kadosh Baruch Hu created man, he created him with the Yetzer Tov, good inclination, Yetzer Hara, bad inclination, and this is a struggle for everybody. And we know the Gemara says, whoever is higher, כל הגדול מחברו, יצרו גדול ממנו. If a person reaches, maintains high degree in his religious behavior, then the Yetzer Hara is how would you say, the Yetzer Hara tries to persuade him to do things in a higher degree, which means it can be a person, an ordinary person. Is Yetzer Hara, maybe the struggle that the person has with the Yetzer Hara can be simple things. Let's say, to get up to shul, to eat kosher, that's simple thing. But as far as you become higher, then obviously the Yetzer Hara tries to trick him in something I think as well, because we are in this world, as we spoke about it, that part of the creation of man in this world, he has to struggle with the Yetzer Hara. So if he's such a tzaddik, he still has got the Yetzer Hara, but the Yetzer Hara will be in his degree, in a high degree, not what we experience in our life. And this, of course, when he becomes this degree, it brings him to virtue. He gets near to virtue. Then נהנים ממנו עצה ותושייה. בינה וגבורה, שנאמר לי עצה ותושייה, אני בינה לי גבורה. Which means people enjoy from him the benefit of counsel and sound wisdom, understanding and strength, as it is stated in the name of the Torah. Mine are counsel and sound wisdom. This is talking about Hashem. Hashem gives the counsel and the wisdom. So such a person, when he is in this degree of studying Torah lishma, for purity, has got higher degree of wisdom that he can actually advise people when they've got problems, what direction to take, and which we know, if many people, you go to a great rabbi who can actually understand the situation, and he's got this special wisdom that he can advise and give the right direction. And Gvura, it gives the and strength to act accordingly. Sometimes even such a person has to face all kind of blockages and so on, and he has to have a special strength to be able to act accordingly. Then נותנת לו מלכות הממשלה וחיקור דין, and it gives him sovereignty and dominion and penetrating judgment. Such a person becomes very admired, is admirable, and people respect him, give him honor like to a king. And Chikur Adin, talking about judgment, Chikur Din, penetrating judgment, which means he has got a special insight to get from the sources how to make a judgment in different situations and to investigate from the sources to reach the right, the true judgment, the truth. Continually, ומגלים לו רזי תורה, and reveal to him are revealed mysteries of the Torah. As you know, there are something which is more than just what seems in the Torah, something which is a mystery, which very deep. Some secrets of the Torah, like in Kabbalah, the mysticism, which only very few people are privileged to get into this. And all this, with notwithstanding what he is and what he achieves, he becomes an ever-flowing fountain and as river, what is it? To him are revealed, and becomes ומגלים לו רזי תורה, כמען המתגבר, וכנער שאינו פוסק, he becomes an ever-flowing fountain and as river that never runs dry. In other words, the knowledge that he has got is he has new understandings, new things. He knows the whole Torah in all the facets of the Torah and so on. Kenar posek, that's like a river which doesn't really stop, always has got something new that he discovers and teach. But notwithstanding all this, Oved Tzanua Ve'erech Ruach, he becomes modest, forbearing, and forgiving of insult. You can imagine that such a person, obviously, he gets so much covet, so much honor, so much that people talk to him with such respect and speak about him, that it would affect him. So no, he remains modest, forbearing, has got enough patience for anybody, everybody, even if he's not his level. He's not haughty. And he's forgiving of insult. You would say, if somebody says to him, degrading or insulting, such a person, he forgives and he doesn't keep a grudge on anything that, if somebody said something wrong about him. מגדלתו על כל המעשים, and this is מגדלתו מרוממתו על כל המעשים, and makes him great and exalted above all creations. He is not interested in petty things. He's so devoted, dedicated to Torah life, that this petty things that really doesn't touch him, doesn't interest him, and what a person usually meets on a daily basis and becomes irritated and from what thing, this, he is above all these things. This person comes to such a degree that all this does not touch him. So obviously, to reach such a degree is very, very, very few individuals, which, there are some. How do you know? If you see the way that he behaves, and if it meets all the descriptions that we have here, you know what causes this person to be in such a madreg, to see the level. Why? Because he devoted his life to Torah without any exterior motive, just for the sake of Torah, not for any kind of rewards, not for any kind of honors or job or whatever. It is a pure person, a tzaddik, a righteous.
Rav, you got about a minute left.
So we came into the midst to the end, very good. And pious and righteous without any kind of nonsense. So we should be able to at least try to be whatever some of the things. With this, I say goodbye to you, and Imir Hashem, hopefully we'll meet again next week with the next
Right,
mission.
right, right.
Have a good night, and then we'll hear
Thank you very
bשורות
much.
טובות.
Thank you,
Good
Avot.
news.
Thank you.
Good news. And everybody should be healthy. And
Amen.
Shlomo Reuben, the Menucha as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
so
Rabbi
much.
Shkar.
Thank you,
Shalom
Avot.
Tavot, everybody.
Good night.
Good
Lala.
night. Good night. Is that how many minutes? It's nearly done. Hello, Felicia.
How's it, Bev? I was just going to tune out.
Yes, it's
See,
just about
your
to-
summer hat, you're still on holiday.
I'm on holiday. I found, I struggle to find hats. So when I was with Brana in Joburg, I got two hats,
Oh,
pink one and a blue one. That was at the beginning of last year. And I've worn those two hats every single day for a year. Been looking for another one, and then now I found a yellow and
are you
green.
allowed to wear that to school?
I
It's
only
not the
wear
school colours, you know, Bev.
I only wear hats to school. They've never given me a color range.
Oh, I see. Okay, fair enough.
So
Good.
this is the new one. So
When you
this-
started